Hello and welcome to It's All About You, the best show about you on the internet. I am B. Dave Walters, life strategist and spiritual coach. What I do is I help people make sense out of life, to figure out what it is that they want, and more importantly, how to get it. This is episode 4, Fear. And today we're going to be talking about fear. Now, I wrote an article about this on theexaminer.com called Breaking the Prison of Fear, or How to Be Happy All the Time. So check that out, but I want to talk a little more about it today because this is something that keeps coming up again and again. But before I start, I want to share a quote with you from Mark Twain. Courage is the resistance of fear, the mastery of fear, but not the absence of fear. Again, that's courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, but not the absence of fear. That's by Mark Twain. See, here's the thing about fear. Your emotions are like a guidance system, okay? They're designed to help you navigate through the world and know when you're on the right track or on the wrong track, right? But quite often, we put a little too much stock in them and we kind of let our navigation system basically run our lives on autopilot. And when we just have a feeling or something pops up, we just kind of react and follow it automatically and don't really stop and look at it. Because the thing about fear is fear can only exist in the future. Just like guilt can only exist in the past. You can't be afraid of something that's actually happening. You can only be afraid of something that's going to happen, right? Like, let me give you a kind of an extreme example. Let's say you're kind of walking down the street and it's late at night, and you're afraid that maybe somebody is going to be out there and try and mug you. And sure enough, you're walking along and a man walks around the corner and steps out in front of you. Well, now you're not afraid of being mugged anymore. You're afraid of, well, what's this guy going to do? You know, all of that's moved to the side. Now you're thinking, well, what's he going to do? Now, let's say this man pulls a gun out on you. Now, you're not afraid that he's got a gun. You're afraid that he's going to hurt you with that gun. You see what I mean? It's always the next step ahead. And let's say that you give him your wallet and he turns and walks away. Now you're no longer afraid that he's going to hurt you. Now you're afraid, well, what if he steals my identity? What if he steals my credit cards, right? See what I mean? I know it's an extreme example, but it's always snowballing. It's always the next step, right? So what you have to do then is realize that what you're afraid of doesn't actually exist. It doesn't actually exist right now here in this present moment. It's just something that you're worried may be coming, may be on the way, may be coming down the pipe, but it's not here right now, okay? See, that's the thing about excessive fear or excessive worry or excessive pessimism, is because it's making you feel those negative things right now. Like when you're really afraid and you feel like your chest tighten up and you can't breathe and you don't know what to do, you're feeling all the fear of what might happen at some time in the future. You're feeling all the negative repercussions of that right now. And there's no point in that, right? See, Tony Robbins says that fear is basically a call to action. And I really like that definition. If there's something that you're worried about, if there's something that you don't know what's going to happen, then do something about it. Do something to fix it. Don't just sit there and be upset. Like I kind of tell people quite often, whenever you're confronted with something that you don't like, you have two choices. Two. Change it or deal with it. That's it. That's the menu. Just complain but don't do anything is not an option. You got change it or deal with it. Okay? Now, I hear a lot of people that talk to me about fear of the unknown. Like, I'm not sure what's going to happen. I'm worried about what's going to happen. Well, here's the thing. Nobody knows what's going to happen. You don't, right? So why assume the worst? If you look back over your life, I'm sure there's things that have happened that you probably weren't too thrilled about. But by the same token, there's been things that you probably were super thrilled about. Anytime somebody's given you a pleasant surprise, or the day that you met your significant other, or, you know, the day that you found out that you were pregnant, all of these were probably pretty good days that you did not anticipate, right? But it still happened. Like, life is supposed to be exciting. It's supposed to be unpredictable. You don't want it all written out. If I could tell you, if I could write down what was going to happen to you every day for the rest of your life until the day you died, and I told you the day and the hour and the manner in which you would die, you would be miserable. You would be bored to tears, right? Because variety really is the spice of life, okay? So, let's look at this a little more closely. If there's something that you're afraid of, like think about something that you're worried about right now. Don't worry, I'm going to tell you how to feel better about it afterwards. So if you feel a little freaked out while we're going through this, it's fine. I promise I'm going to get you back on track before we're done talking, okay? So think about something that you're worried about. Got it? Now, first thing, is that thing really happening right now at this exact moment today? The answer is no. If you think the answer is yes, I'm telling you the answer is no. Okay? The answer is no, right? So if it's not happening, even if you're afraid of it's happening soon, what's something that you can do right now, today, after we're done talking, to help change it? Now, if you said I don't know, there's always something. Trust me. If you're really, truly not sure what you should do, hit me on Facebook, send me a message, look me up on B. Dave Walters. You can find me on Twitter, send me a direct message, and we'll sort it out. And I'll help you figure out what it is that you can do. Okay? But for now, what I'm trying to help to get you see is this fear, this sensation, this emotion that you're experiencing, it's not actually here. It's not actually real. It's not something that you can see and touch. It's just a choice you've made. Okay? It's just a choice. When you look at the future and you see unpredictability, that's fine. Why not choose to believe instead? Because it is just a choice. Why not choose to believe that something awesome is going to happen? Something's great is going to happen, right? If you're looking and you're like, well, I don't really know how I'm going to, pay my rent this month. Now you got a choice. You're at a crossroads right there where you can choose between moving into action to find a way to create a way to or attract the money that you need, or you can focus on the fear of it and the lack and the scarcity, and that's what's going to bring more of that into your life. Now, I'm going to go ahead and split this here for my brothers and sisters watching on YouTube. You guys got to click on part 2 to stay with us. For everybody else, hold on one second. I'll be right back. Hey everybody, B. Dave Walters here. The reason why I started peacelovemoney.com is I knew that that's the 3 things that everybody wants more of in their life. More peace, more love, more money. And all of the articles and videos and everything that I've done has been kind of creating the space for you to be able to truly create, attract, and manifest whatever it is that you want. And now it's time for me to teach you that. So I've put together a new program called How to Create Your Life in Your Own Image. How to design your life from scratch and make it exactly how you want and make it fast, okay? I put together a PDF. It's very short, simple, to the point, explaining exactly how to do it and exactly what to do. And I've also included a podcast where I'm going to explain it to you and a meditation that you can follow along with every night that is going to bring things into your life faster than anything else. It is $4.95. This is as cheap as I could make it because things are worth what you pay for them. And if you're not willing to spend $5 on creating your own life and attracting your own goals, then you might not be as serious as you think. So, check out peacelovemoney.com to find out more. I love you. You know I love you. Bye-bye.